Alright, hello there guys, welcome to today's video tutorial. Today I want to walk you through how to install any Flutter scripts directly from codecanyon.net. Let's get started. So first of all, you want to go to your preferred browser. In my case, I'm going to be using um, my browser here. And all I want to type in now is codecanyon.net in my search bar. You're gonna have something like this interface. Alright, here you can go ahead to search your script and then hit on enter. Then you're gonna see this kind of interface where you have your script to display. Today I'm going to be walking you through a FoodKing restaurant food delivery system merchant application for Flutter. This is basically I'm just gonna go toggle the live preview so you can see what it looks like. So yeah, this is the live preview of the website. Um, that being said, let's get started on how to install this script. So the first thing you want to go ahead to do is to add to cart. Adding this to cart automatically brings up this pop-up. We set up a couple of things and see more details about this script. This is a $19 script. Once you're done with all of this and the quantity and all of that, you want to go ahead to go to checkout. Now, in this video, we're not going to be proceeding to checkout because we've already purchased this script. However, the process is a straightforward one. You just want to go ahead to add all the credentials that are needed and then proceed to make purchase and you're good to go. Now, in order to run this script after being purchased, you need Flutter SDK installed in your PC. You also need an IDE, which in our case, we're going to be using Visual Studio Code. And this is the next thing I want to show you right now. Alright, so here you want to go to docs.flutter.dev/install, and we're going to be using the Flutter's official documentation site in order to get our Flutter SDK. So here it says install Flutter, learn how to install the Flutter SDK. You have a quick start and you have a custom setup. The quick start uses VS Code or another code OSS based editor to quickly install, setup, and try out Flutter development. And the custom setup, you have all of this. So we're just going to proceed with the recommended, which is quick start using this. So setup and test drive Flutter. Alright, so first thing you want to do is to confirm what development platform you're going to be using. In my case, at the time we're using Windows. If you're using Mac, you just want to go ahead and select Mac. If you're using Windows, you want to go ahead and select Windows, just as I have. And once that is done, the next thing here is download prerequisite software. We're going to be skipping this for now, and the reason why we're skipping this is because in our other videos we specifically show you how to install Git and get started with Git. So we'll just go ahead to install and set up Visual Studio Code in order to get started. So we want to do this at the end, but in like the first step we need to do right now is to install and set up Flutter. We're going to be doing this manually. So most of you, if you already have Visual Studio Code, you want to go ahead and use Visual Studio Code Marketplace. Yeah, but for this video, we're going to be doing it manually. Yeah, so in that case, let's just quickly use this here. We're not going to be using VS Code, so you just want to go ahead and navigate to install Flutter manually. We've already selected our development platform, and the next thing we want to do, we're going to skip that first part again. And yes, this is what we need: install and set up Flutter. So you want to go ahead and click on this download button here. The current version of Flutter is Flutter 3.3.27. This is a stable version of Flutter. You want to go ahead and quickly download this and wait for it to download. So once that is done, you are gonna sort of create a folder to store this downloaded SDK. So it usually comes in as a zipped folder. You want to go ahead and unzip it and extract the specific SDK into a new folder, in which most cases you're going to call it develop. Most times you're going to call it dev. You can call it anything you want actually. You can also call it Flutter SDK. But the idea is that you should select a location that doesn't have special characters, spaces in its path, and doesn't require elevated privileges. All right. So once that is done, you want to go ahead and extract the SDK bundle that you downloaded into the directory you want to store the Flutter SDK, and then this is what happens here. Alright, so here it says copy the following command, replace SDK underscore zip underscore path with the path to the bundle you downloaded. You want to go ahead and replace the destination directory path with the part of the folder you want the extracted SDK to be. So this is a typical example of what you just need to copy. So you're just going to replace this SDK zip path with the zip path of your current downloaded Flutter SDK, and then this is the destination of the directory path where you just created your folder called develop, just like we had here inside your C folder. All right, in most cases, you just if you want to do it the manual way, you can just use the extract all by right clicking on your um, PC and just extracting all, and it's taking to do the magic for you. So once that is done, you want to go ahead to add Flutter to your variable path. So it says now that you've downloaded a CK. So determine your Flutter SDK installation location, which is where your Flutter is currently located inside your develop. You want to go ahead to navigate to environment variable setting. Follow the procedures, go to advanced settings, all of this. There's a dedicated video as well for showing you how to navigate your way around environment variables and add your path. But at the end of the day, you're just gonna copy and paste your bin path, just like this, your Flutter SDK bin path, and then you're just gonna click on OK 3 times. This is to confirm that that has been added, and then apply your changes. Which one of the ways to validate your setup is to um, type this command on your um, PowerShell, flutter dash dash version and dot dash dash version. So once you run this, you're just gonna see the current dot version as well as the Flutter version of your Flutter SDK. All right, so now that that is completed, the final step of the way is getting our Visual Studio Code. So if we sort of come back to our previous guide here, we have download prerequisite. We have here install and set up Visual Studio code. So we're just going to click on it and it's going to redirect us to code.visualstudio.com /docs /setup overview, and here you can read the entire review. What is new, what has been improved, what is this idea about. Alright, but for this video we're just going to go ahead and click on download, and what download is going to do is to you know bring up these options of what particular OS you want to download on. In our case, it's going to be on Windows, so we just want to go ahead and select Windows. Then that does the magic for us. Okay, so now we've completed our download. All we need to do now is open our Flutter scripts, the one we just purchased. Okay, so this is how our Visual Studio IDE looks like. In this, we've already opened our FoodKing merchant application. I'll just quickly run you through most of the important things you need to know about getting started with Flutter. First of all, your pub/YAML, where all your dependencies and sort of like configurations are done. Um, so you want to just go ahead and just carefully look at this, and we have our lib folder, which contains our main.dart. Matter of fact, we can see that the application is already using get storage, which in turn uses get material, and all of that. So we have um, this application is using getx as stats management, by the way. We have translations here, we have utils, helper widgets, you know. So first command you want to go ahead to run is to flutter clean this project. Flutter clean. So flutter cleaning this project is just going to be deleting the dots tool, deleting some generic configurations that were there. You want to just go ahead and say flutter pop get. And by the way, don't worry about the errors. This is because you just cleaned. So for this, I'm just going to try to use a VM. Currently using a VM at the time. So pop get. So I just want to go ahead and run a VM flutter pop get. So if you are not using a VM, you can just go ahead to eliminate to remove the FVM keyword and just do it straight up flutter pop get. This is still gonna work. And yeah, so once that is done, we want to go ahead to try to run this application. So command for running it is flutter run. Okay, so once you trigger the flutter run, sorry about that. This error is already gone. So PubGet already fixes the error we already had here. Further on, you want to go ahead and connect your emulator or your physical device, depending on what you want to use at the time to test. So I have a couple of emulators here, and I'm currently using my physical device. So once it runs, we're going to see our application live. And yeah, so that's basically how to install Flutter script from codecanyon.net. Thank you guys and see you in the next video.